What's up, everybody? It's your girl Lance with BH Capital Enterprises. Excuse me. Coming to you with another video centered on Thinkorswim. Um, I want to show you guys a feature inside Thinkorswim called Thinkback. And Thinkback basically allows you to backtest options. Now on with the on-demand platform, it's I won't say completely different, but it's very different because with excuse me, with on demand, you can go back and actually replay trades in real time. So what I mean by that is I can go into on demand and I can choose like May 6th or whatever, and I can actually trade May 6th today, and enter trades and stuff like that. But think back is kind of like a hypothetical options back testing thing where I can say, oh, let me go back to May 6th and see, if I would have bought calls on SPX, how that contract would have performed on that day. So it doesn't allow me to necessarily go back and actually trade that day. It just allows me to go back and enter a any particular contract and see how that contract would have performed. One thing that I find that I won't necessarily say that I don't like, but I wish it had this functionality is intraday trading. So it looks like from what I've seen, you can only do um, day trades or swing trades. And what I mean by that is I can't enter a contract for 9:30 on May 6th and then sell it at 10 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? So it has to be, I entered it and sold it maybe that same day toward the end of the day, or it's got to be a different day. So that's probably my only hang up with the ThinkBack platform. But for my high tech options people and chart masters, this is great because we've talked at length about, um, how we wished that we would have seen those high probability setups back in March and we could have capitalized in a major way off of those setups. So this will allow you to go back and really uh, test those setups to see, how any particular contract would have performed back at that time. So anyway, let's get to it. So the way that you find ThinkBack is right on the live side of the Thinkorswim platform. Um, you don't have to go into on demand. You don't have to go to the paper trade side or anything like that. But you go over here to the Analyze tab. I already have it on ThinkBack. Usually I have it on Analyze Trades or whatever. But just click on ThinkBack, and you can go here and up here at the top, it has mine on March 16. So March 16, 2020 trading day. You can change the date right over here. You type in your ticker. I have SPX in there. Um, Matter of fact, let me see. Let me just choose another one so you guys can see it kind of in real time. Um, let me delete all my back trades. Okay, so another thing that I don't like is that it seems like I can't change my time frame on here. So I can't like pull up a weekly chart or anything like that. It's a daily chart. Over the period of 5 years. So like I said, we can change the date up here. Let's say we want to go with March 31st. Um, Looking at Walmart, March 31st trading day. Here are my options chains. I can just kind of look back at March, which was right around here. Excuse me, here. I'll just zoom in a little bit. And as you can see, I've drawn like an upward channel here, or I drew that, months ago. But so March 31st, we're somewhere right in here. So price action had already bounced off of my channel here. So I can say, okay, let me see how a swing alone would have performed, at that time. So, I could say let's choose a contract out in like May. So 31 days out, um, got 10 strikes up. I don't typically, like to go really, really far out of the money, especially for something like Walmart that's not super, super volatile. So let's say I'll go with the 114s expiring May um, 1st. So we're 31 days out. I'm gonna just get one contract. Um, and so what it'll do is it'll put this profit loss line on your chart, and it'll basically show you where your profits topped off at, and kind of where they kind of plateaued after, of course, after that expiration date. But looks like the contract would have been at its peak around about 2 weeks, a little over 2 weeks later on 4/16. So what you can do is go over here to profit loss date, and you just hit plus and watch over here as it tallies up what your profits would have been, hypothetically, had you chosen this contract on March 31st. So we're just gonna go day by day. So yeah, it looks like $1,337.50 was my max profit potential on this particular contract. Um, yep. And so after a few days, it starts to dwindle down, it appears. And then, of course, once you reach uh, May 1st is expiration date, and you're up just $320. So holding it to expiration, while still profitable, uh, was not, you're past your max profit period off of this particular contract. So, something real quick, just showing you guys how you can go back and just do some hypothetical back testing on options. The thing about on demand, when you do that floating profit loss study, I don't think it necessarily, I think what it does, it trades stock in blocks of 100. So it's not really testing options. So you have to kind of do your manual back testing there. Um, in actually executing trades. Whereas on Thinkback, you don't have to actually execute the trades. You just choose the contract and you just kind of sift through the days and when you wanted to get in, when you want to get out. So pretty simple to use so far from what I've seen. I'm still kind of playing around with it, but just wanted to share that with you guys, especially if you're trying to if you're working on building a strategy, or if you want to go back and review some trades that you've done in the past to see, uh, to kind of see how your real performance stacked up against what your maximum potential could have been for that contract. So, um, very cool to do. Uh, but yeah, that's all I have, guys. If you have any questions about Thinkorswim, reach out to me. If I can't answer the question, I'll definitely try to get that answer for you. So hit me up. Let me know if you have any questions. Leave any comments you might have, feedback, especially those of you that may be a lot more familiar with the Thinkorswim platform than I am. If there's a way that I can change my time frames, let me know. I'd love to know, really. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next video.